Hi, this is Marlene, astrologer extraordinaire. So I've been getting some interesting downloads lately that I wanted to talk about, and this isn't going to be for everyone. I mean, it's really on the heavy, deep, demonic side, which honestly, I don't even like talking about or hanging out on this channel mentally, because it's really kind of draining to have to go into that vibe to talk about what I'm going to talk about, and just somebody from your past, a lazy lover, like very egocentric, very lazy. I mean, this person sponges off of other people. This is a clout chaser, really engaged by the next shiny object, like, you know, what type of clothes does this person wear? Are they name brands? Because they have a certain I would say countenance, but that's not really the right word for this person, because that's too actually upper class for this person. Person is not there, but they see themselves as that. So this is a ringleader of like a cult, you know. It's almost gotten to the like this demonic type cult. This person spent a lot of time doing negative things are involved in. Let's talk about the magician card. If you're familiar with tarot or you're a tarot reader, you put those cards like next to the devil card or next to the high priestess card. When I say the devil card, I mean the devil card upside down. This is somebody that's manipulating energies in the wrong way. Manipulating energies to get you into a car accident. And you might have even felt moments where you felt like, I'm getting this psychic imprint, this message today that I need to be super careful driving. Well, there's a reason for that. This person spends so much time still obsessed. You're no longer in their life. This person was actually like pulling up fake numbers in their phone. Look, she is still contacting me. I mean, I told you they were crazy about me. They know that you're onto them. They just don't know what you know. That's what's driving them mentally crazy. There's a lot of substance abuse here. I mean, all kinds of substance abuse. They're trying this new game with some of the older escorts, sex workers, that they're trying to claim that they're celibate, that they've been celibate for a while. And these people are like, dude, girl, no. We all know that is not you. Because this person has to have supply, a lot of supply. And there's a constancy to it. You know, a couple different people a night, because another ugly secret they don't want to come out, that this person is now, let's just say, swings both ways. And they do not want you to know this. This is, you know, quick payments like Apple Pay or Venmo, or, well, if that's going to be tonight, then it's got to be this much money. This person has really gone down a whole other path, but I'm going to reel this back in because I'm bringing this back all the way to where I grew up in the SFE, San Fernando Valley, Chatsworth. So you can look up Chatsworth Park, George Spawn Ranch, Charles Manson, okay, because this whole vibe, ugh, and I'm like shuddering just to say that name. And some of you from the younger generation, you're not going to know that name. So look up Charles Manson and you're going to see this is a really ugly, ugly energy. This person has kind of evolved into a character somewhat like that, where they feel like they are the ringleader. They are the cult leader, that they're like a god, you know? This person actually believes that they are godlike, that they are a chosen person, that they were sent. And so on the exterior, they're acting like they're actually at times to try to reel you in, have this little side personality to look like they're trying to help you, or they're really nice, or they really care about your well-being. When once they reel you in, this person is not like that at all. So it's reminding me, because as an astrologer for 35 years, I'll just say off the top of my head, okay, because Charles Manson was born November 1934, and my mother was as well, and Carl Sagan, who was a famous astrophysicist, astronomer, was also born, I don't know, was he around the 10 or 11? Manson was around the 9th or the 10th, somewhere around there. Don't quote me exactly, but they're all right in there. But my mother, those two were Scorpio's sun, and Charles Manson was an Aquarius moon. So, and he had Mars and Virgo. All three of them had Mars and Virgo, with the outer planet Neptune was in Virgo then on their Mars. So what does that mean? A Mars and Neptune complex definitely can, in a man's body, you know, they can come out as like, because Virgo is the god, the goddess, you know, I am perfection. I'm perfect, I'm godlike, I'm pure, innocent. What's the word I'm looking for? Now, in a woman's chart, that is a solid clue as to the type of man that she would be most attracted to. She's looking for the perfect man. And so my mother pulled that kind of man in, you know, that had perfectionism qualities. Now, he didn't have planets of Virgo, but he had 2 planets in Capricorn, Venus and Mars. So, you know, that was my dad. He was an Aquarius, but he had Venus and Mars. So he was, you know, very perfection. Capricorn is definitely another perfectionism sign, even though a lot of people don't know that or don't realize that. However, with Neptune on it, what happens is, because Neptune is the planet of illusion, fantasy, the dream world, people that have Neptunian aspects in their chart can also have alcohol problems and or drug issues, drug addictions. Now, if not their self, they might be attracted to another partner that is a drug addict or has addictive problems, alcoholic. Now, I mean, both of my parents were alcoholics, so that's correct when my mother, the fact that my mother pulled in my dad, but I come from the generation of heavy drinkers, heavy smokers, which both of my parents were. Then again, my mother got stuck in that loop because both my parents were married 3 times. And so my mother's second marriage ended up being another alcoholic, except this one was violent. My father was not violent, so I did not come from that. But this one was violent. Not only that, he ended up being 10 years younger than her and 10 years older than me. So that's a story that I did allude to in another video of mine that I'm going to talk about in detail again, because that did become an issue when I turned 15 years old. So reeling it back to Charles Manson, because this person, has really gone down the demonic road. And so there's only a handful of people around this clique. Like, they kind of hang out. They like to hang out at these, you know, swag parties, or trying to find themselves the right connections to showcase themselves, to make them look like, you know, they've got a lot of money. This person is actually broke. They're actually broke. So this person probably had to sell real estate, maybe had to sell a house, maybe had to sell off some cars or boats or some assets, because they spend so much money in their outer world because they have to make it look like, you know, the cash is rolling out here, like flashy, you know, flashy this, I'm flashing wads of $100 bills is what I'm seeing, making it appear like money's no object, but they're actually going broke. So that really just came in, you know, like the Manson character, and ugh, it's really creepy. I don't even like to hang out in this energy. But they also have a swinging partner that one of them is a tarot reader. Even though you're out of this person's life, and this is for those of you that are, some of you may not be yet, this person is still acting like you are chasing after them when they can't stand, this is the issue, they can't stand that you have left them, you've discarded them, you don't have an interest in re-engaging with this person at all. But they have to, in their mind, convince everybody else around them that no, it's the opposite way. They left you. You're the crazy person. You're the one who needs to go to a psych ward. So they're still busy talking to this ring of people. So let me ask you again, you don't like this person, you don't care about this person, why do you keep talking about this person? You acting like they're still after you. No, we can't see any evidence that this person has even been around you, but you're saying that they are, you're saying that they're still calling, you're saying that they're emailing you, you're saying that you're being irritated by text or late night calls, like that they're obsessed with you. This person, they're a fake, they're a liar. This person they're trying to continue to keep this lie going. This person is in a love-hate relationship with you. They can't stand that you got away. They can't stand that they can't live out all of these sadistic mental images that are coming in for me, that they can't live out what they want to do to you. I hate talking about that stuff, but it's coming in, so I have to say it. That person, the person that keeps talking about you and saying that you're the one who can't let them go, it's exactly the opposite. And those of you people that are, you know, you have people watching you. I have people watching me. Are they watching me? Yeah, oh, I know they are. Of course they are. They're going to be watching this video. So now a few of those people, a few of you, I'm going to call you out. You're now beginning to discover that this person is full of shit. They're full of themselves. They can't get over the person they're talking about. They're saying that you or me can't get over them, and we want that person out of our heads. I don't even want to talk about this person because this person is not even a blip on my screen, on my mentality. But I feel like I need to get this message out for other people because I know that there's other people that are going through the same thing. And maybe not as to the depth, but let me tell you, if you think that there aren't people that won't go to these lengths and depths, guess again. So I'm going to catch up with you real soon, and I'm going to have to end this video because it's gotten longer than I wanted. Okay, I'll catch up soon. Peace, blessings.